He's Brady. I'm Chris. This is the law. And right now, I guess, as much as I hate to say this thing sometimes, Brady, UFC 300 happened, and that was the greatest thing in the world. But, going into it, did we think, myself, I didn't think that Alex Pereira was going to be the man that he was. And I'll do it first. I'll say it right now. I apologize for the things that have been said on here completely in satire. Listen, Alex Pereira had, not just an outstanding performance at UFC 300. It was almost comical.
Dude, he got kicked in the dick and then knocked a guy out.
For kicking him in the dick, because if you notice, before he went into this, he decided that he was going to wave off the referee like, no, I'm about to do something here.
Yeah, get out of my way, Herb Dean. I'm trying to knock this man out with one punch.
And then you saw, and he did. He could have very well knocked and just walked off. And then you saw him almost be comical for half a second with the and throw the hands out like, this is the guy? This is the guy. Is this the guy? I don't think this is the guy.
You know what it reminded me of? That scene where in Copland, where Sylvester Stallone walks in and he goes, okay, here, I basically have some evidence. And De Niro's like, that's 2 weeks late. And he's eating a sandwich. And he's like, what are you talking about? My hands are tight. Man,
Hey, what am I supposed to do with this?
What the fuck do you want me to do with this? I'm eating a sandwich, and that was 2 weeks ago. You could have been a hero then, but you know what I mean? You're too late.
Yeah,
That's what this reminded me of.
Alex Pereira just became a Goomba.
You're not allowed to say that, but okay.
What? Why?
You're referencing cartoon characters. He looks like a cartoon character.
Sopranos.
No, he looks like a Koopa.
That is not
what you mean. No, he does look very goonish. He's just, the thing is about Potan is if he goes and gets the heavyweight title, he may consider himself the best of all time.
Stop the fucking bus.
Where? Why? I was driving.
Stop the bus.
No yelling on the bus.
All right. Listen, let's pump the brakes on this whole thing with Alex Pereira going to heavyweight and winning the heavyweight title. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, congratulations on the win. It was a great knockout. Did a great job. But let's not forget that the weight classes are set up in such a way that he went from 185, probably walks, or what he walks around at, and then pumped up a little bit, got up to that 205.
No.
So now he walks around at about, let's say he walks around at 230 pounds.
He's about 230.
Let's say that's cool. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Tom Aspinall's a guy who walks around at 260 pounds. Plus,
if he wins the heavyweight title, we have to consider him one of the best of all time. I never said he's going to beat Tom Aspinall.
Dude, John Jones, is the heavyweight champion. Do you think Alex Pereira could beat John Jones?
Is he though? Is he really? Is he really?
Don't. No.
Tom Aspinall's our heavyweight champion.
Excuse me, car crash lawyer. Sit the fuck down and answer my question. Do you think
find me at Crossbody Pro Wrestling Academy?
Do you think that Alex Pereira could beat John Jones?
I think that's more of an interesting fight than people would kind of. I think I would give it more. I give it better odds than the odds makers. I think there's probably minus 140 Jones.
Okay, so Jones being the favorite.
Oh yeah, for sure. He'd have to go in as a favorite.
Why is that?
Because of his wrestling ability.
And because he's the fucking greatest of all time.
You think so? I think so.
I
Fedor's
don't
the
think
greatest of
so.
all time.
I'm not the one saying that. I'm the one reiterating that
No, I
because
think
that is the thought of a lot of people out there.
Fedor is the best of all time.
Well, that's okay to be wrong.
Mhm.
Like that'd be like saying Mark Coleman is the greatest of all time.
Well, he is now.
Okay, listen, we're getting off track here.
Yeah, all right, go back.
There's no way that Alex Pereira beats John Jones. Do you think Alex Pereira could beat Tom Aspinall?
Right now, no. But I want to see him at 240 jacked.
Here's what I'm saying then. So if you can't beat John Jones and you can't beat Tom Aspinall, that is the champion and the interim champion. What's the point? Who are you going to fight at heavyweight? Because if he goes up and hangs out at heavyweight, he's going to have to fight some of these smaller guys at heavyweight, and that's not the purpose of this.
I think he destroys Derek Lewis. I think he destroys Curtis Blades.
Okay, because they're standing objects. That's like they're not. There's not a whole lot of head movement in there. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But okay, Cyril Gahn. What do you think he does with him?
I think that would be. I think honestly that would be more. That would be a little bit more interesting than people would think it would be. I think it would give Cyril the same odds as a guy like John Jones against Potan because of the size difference. But I think if that kid comes in at a jack 240, that means he's got some weight on his chin too. He got knocked out when he was cutting weight that he really shouldn't have been getting down to. Like 185 is very small for a guy like that. That's a lot of dehydration. That's a lot of cutting. I think he's a natural heavyweight that cuts down to light heavyweight. And I think he's getting older. Eventually, I don't mean like currently, but I mean, as he gets older, he will get thicker.
Well, I think that Alex Pereira is getting a little ahead of himself. His record is impressive. There's no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. He's knocked out 3 dudes in his last 3 outings, all light heavyweights. He's beaten the number 1 ranked guy in his division in Jamal Hill. He's beaten the number 2 guy in Yuri Prochazka because Yuri Prochazka, again, at 300, just had an amazing fight. He said, I ain't doing this with ratchets. And
he's beating champions, though. Like he knocked out Izzy. You know what I mean?
However, there's a lot of guys still in that division that he should really worry about. Magomed Ankalaev is the number 3 guy right now. And I think Ankalaev gives Potan some troubles.
You know when I knew that me and you were screwed for our pick this weekend is when I watched Jamal Hill catch his arrow and try and break it when Potan did this on his entrance. And I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, this is not good.
It's like when you blow a kiss.
Yeah, you don't catch the kiss and stomp it. No, you catch it and you eat it, or you put it in your pocket and save it for later.
You eat it, then you piss it into a cup, and then you drink the cup.
Well, Jamal Hill, unfortunately, didn't do himself any favors by going in there with the game plan that he had. And I think he should have listened to guys like Demetrius Johnson. He did Demetrius Johnson's podcast a couple weeks ago, and he just said, he goes, people are underestimating my stand-up. And Demetrius Johnson's like, bro, wrestle him. What are you doing? Like, wrestle him.
Yeah. He's very linear, and you need to get him down off of that line, put him on his butt. That hasn't happened enough. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like a guy like, listen, Ankalaev is a guy who's got I think 9 of his fights or something like that, or by knockout.
Yeah.
Like it's absolutely insane. And
well, he had a draw. He had a draw in there too.
Right?
He had that draw.
19-1, 11 wins by knockout, 6 of them first round finishes.
Yeah. Well, going down,
clean out that list.
We wouldn't have time to go through the entire card, but okay, so let's talk about Bobby Green and Jim Miller. Bobby Green, my goodness, putting on a clinic. What the hell?
Put on an absolute clinic. His ability to call his shots and then throw those shots, was stellar. 100% stellar. Jim Miller, I feel sorry for the guy, but you know what? You did what you came to do, fought in 100, 200, 300, and now you got to move on. If you think about, the fight between Kayla Harrison and Holly Holm went exactly the way that we thought it was going to. The fact that I think that, listen, let's talk about our boy, Jalen Turner. Should be ashamed of himself for not following up on that knockout. And then Renato Moicano comes back and does what Renato Moicano does.
Arrogance will get you every time. It
learn.
wasn't a walk-off KO, but that's a valuable lesson.
He'll learn. And very quickly, here's another thing that we have to look forward to. We heard some announcements afterwards. Finally, I don't know how you're hiding your emotions right now, Brady, but I mean, the date has been set. The date has been set, June 29th. Finally, we're getting Michael Chandler a chance to get a win against. He's getting that red panty payoff.
He's about to get roadhoused.
I mean, I don't know if that's a case because there was a lot of weapons being used in Roadhouse.
Well, no, he's Michael Chandler. It was nice knowing you, buddy. I know you're calling for a second round Mystic Mike prediction, a second round knockout for Connor, but I think that is going to be a 180, sir. You're going to get a second round sleepage. Connor's going to kick his head off.
All right. Well, there's something to look forward to. Tell you what.
Mark my words. Play this video back months later and then tell me I'm the best or the worst. That's cool.
That's right. Merc his works.
Conor McGregor is back. That is fantastic news. It sounds like the summer is going to be jacked up. Islam's fighting again. It looks like now they're maybe going to Spain and they want to do Islam and Max. We're hearing talks of Bobby Green versus Patty. We've got a crazy year of UFC. UFC 300 was amazing. If you haven't seen that entire card, go to their Facebook because they were giving away finishes. Or if you want to see the full fights, just wait a week, get UFC Fight Pass, pay the $8.99 or $9.99 wherever you are, and it is definitely worth it to rewatch that pay-per-view. I'm excited for the future.
The early prelims and the prelims are already up on there. Go check those things out. It'll make you want to watch the pay-per-view. There's no doubt about it.